Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in SpinTires Mud Runner taking a look at an awesome lineup of Chevy K5s. Now, there's a lot of upgrades for these trucks, and I'm going to be showing you guys a variety of the different mods that are available. So I'm gonna, for this one, the one in the middle, I'm gonna put the front guard on, and you could do like a rear gate and make it like a truck. But that's also required if you want to install the top. Now I'm going to do the rear bumper as well and the sliders because you're going to want those. Roll cage, I'll put a cage in a different truck. Spare bogger, spare groundhog, spare super swamper, whichever you want. This one I will put the top on. You can also put the utility box in the back, which carries 180 liters of fuel, 300 repair points, and 2 garage points, which is very convenient for a scout vehicle. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and head out into the wilderness, see what this truck's like. Now, the steering wheel does work, it does turn, and it has an integrated dash, which I think is awesome. And we're actually on the map. You guys know this map. We're on the map. I'm completely forgetting the name right now. Highwater. Why the heck am I forgetting the name on a map that I've been on like a ton? I'm just like, I've forgotten the name. But here, we're going to go into third, and we're going to start exploring. We're going to see how this thing does in a variety of terrain types like mud. We're going to see how it does in rocks, because at this point, I have a fairly good grasp of where everything is on this map. So if I want to do any sort of mod testing, I can come here and be like, look, I know where to go. I'm like, no issue at all. Let's see how fast it is in high. It's not, okay, it's not like terribly fast. It's quick, but it's not gonna, blow the doors off anything. It's certainly no pre-runner, but that's completely fine. I mean, this is a K5, trail rig, so I'm not expecting pre-runner speed. That's not what this thing is at all for. At all. Does surprisingly well in the mud. I mean, like, now in terms of mud, if you do try to attack the mud in high, the deep mud, you will get stuck. Just like everything else, though, I mean, it's kind of like accepted at this point that that's what is going to happen. Unless you're in a vehicle that is primarily designed, like in a mod that's primarily designed to be fast in mud, then you're pretty much, no matter what, going to have, oh my god, can you like, oh, there it goes. I was like, I'm going to try and see how long I can stay up like that. But it's okay, because we have repair points. Utility box, 300. That's a full repair. No big deal. Pop it into, like, low 3, I'm going to say. And we'll go ahead and drive right out of here. That's the nice thing about running that utility box. Has good grip in low 3 coming up the hill. Getting a little squirrely towards the crest, but I think that's probably because of those rocks as well. Gonna try and work our way along the edge. Oh geez, there we go, and then work our way over the edge, and we're good to go. Pop it back into high. Just kind of, whoa boy. I was like, you know what, dude? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit careful with this one. This one's definitely, if you let it go the wrong way, it can turn into an odd situation. Let's say, oh, it's gonna get it. Yeah, the mud's gonna get thick here. Mud's gonna get real thick here. But hey, I'll tell you what, it's actually very impressive. The traction that we have in high is very impressive, and I have to give it to this thing for that. Have to. Absolutely have to. I approve wholeheartedly. Let's go along this edge. I'm trying to see if I can keep it in high and stay out of, like, the squishy mud. I know we can only do that for so long, but I'm gonna do it for damn well as long as I can. Come on! Oh jeez. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, there you go. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. What a little beast. I love this thing. I'll definitely rock this thing as a scout vehicle. This thing is an awesome scout vehicle. You could scout out whatever the heck you wanted and never run into any issues with getting stuck in mud, getting bound up. I mean, it's small enough that you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's beefy enough that it can pretty much go through whatever. Does a great job over these rocks, too. I mean, we haven't run into anything super crazy yet, but so far, I'm very pleased. This thing does well. It does very well. It's awesome. And I think when you get a really well-built K5, it's a really, really great, utility vehicle slash off-road vehicle slash exploration vehicle. You can really make a K5 into anything you want it to be, and that's the cool thing about a K5, is that it's a really good blank canvas. You can make it everything from an overlanding build to a crazy 1-ton axle swapped rock crawler. It just all depends on what you want to do with your K5. Should we cross? Not there. I remember what happened the last time we tried to cross there. I mean, we did it in another truck, and I think that's the spot where the current flipped us over, but I'm not too sure. I remember I've always gone upriver to cross up here anyway, and I had much better experiences with that. Still amazed at how willing it is to just stay in high gear without any, like, wheel slipping or anything like that. And we are about to switch to one of the other ones. I'm just about done testing this one out, but we're going to take another route that's a lot more rocky, and we're going to use a different set of upgrades. So, oh boy. As we get out to the river, I just want to see how it does crossing the river, and if I drive it into the river. I want to see if I drive it into the river in high, if it will just, like, stop and give up, and it'll force me to go into low, or what. Yeah, it needs low for this. You know what? This is for the big trucks only. This thing barely... It doesn't even have enough weight. Yeah, it's getting... Oh, but we're close enough to where we can actually winch to that tree. So that's actually a really good thing. I'm very, very happy about the fact that we were able to winch to that, because without being able to winch to that, that would have been a lot sketchier. We may have gotten washed down river if we weren't able to attach the winch. Come on, come on. Yeah, the water's like right up to the hood line, but we're making it. We're making it. This thing's awesome. This thing really works. It's it puts in the work, gets across like whatever it needs to get across, and it just, God, does it put work in. That's awesome. All right, so we're about to switch to another one with a different set of upgrades. And by the way, these are recallable as well, which is really, really good. So, in this one, we are doing a rear bumper, a front bumper, a cage, and spare groundhog, and a utility box. So this is a little bit more of a crawler, and we forgot the rock sliders. This is a little bit more of a crawler style build. I love how you could do different builds. Like our other red one was definitely more of an overland style. This is more of a crawler style, and I love that about this thing. You can make it into whatever you want, even with like this mod. If you want an open top crawler with no tailgate, just bumpers, front and rear, rock sliders, and a spare, and then, you know, your backup fuel and like your tools, that's perfectly fine. You can totally do it. You can totally do it. And it really like plays off of the idea that, oh, you want a highly customizable vehicle, you can do it. And I think this is definitely one of the most customizable vehicles that I've seen so far in terms of, well, like most customizable trail riding vehicles I've seen so far anyway in MudRunner. There's some really highly customizable big trucks, but you don't really see it too much in these trail riding vehicles. You see maybe with like one or two options, and that's about it. Whereas in this one, you got tons and tons of options, and it really goes to show the quality of this mod, and I really do enjoy driving it, and I think it's going to be an absolutely badass scout vehicle for anybody that wants to use it. Anybody that wants to use it. Or if it's not being used as a scout vehicle, then as a trail vehicle. I mean, this could even rock crawl if you really wanted it to. I mean, you just have to be a little bit careful because you don't have necessarily the tire size or the articulation of a buggy, but you can still use it, and I think that's what makes this thing so cool, is the multi-purpose factor of a vehicle like this, especially with the host of upgrades that you get. So I'm going to release the winch, and I'm going to go ahead and power myself up this little hill real quick, and then I know there's some rocks nearby-ish, but I'm not sure where, and I kind of want to find them, but if we don't find them, that's fine, but I know they're somewhere around here. Let me see if I can hook up traction high. Yes. Yes. God, it's so nice to be on this map in something that isn't like a big, huge logging truck, because now I can go wherever. Oh, well, as long as it's not into a tree. But no, seriously, like, you can go wherever on this map and not even be concerned. Not even be at all concerned about it. Come on, work it through. Work it through. There we go. And you get to see the map from a whole different angle. Like, because when you're logging, you never see maps like this from these angles. But when you're in, like, trail riding vehicles, you can go wherever you want. So it really, really opens up a new dimension of the map, which I think is so cool. Work our way over that ditch. Oh, come on. There she goes. Not bad at all, dude. Love this little truck. Well, it's not really little. It's a K5. K5s aren't really that little if you've seen, like, you know, if you know how big they are in real life compared to other trucks. Like, if you put a K5 next to an S10, K5 is big. We got some rocks. Oh, yes, we got some rocks. Hell yes. I mean, we had a few rocks earlier in the other one, but, you know, nothing like these. And I kind of want to... Ooh, I kind of want to try and climb around on these, see what kind of flex we're working with. Oh, that's not bad at all. Look at that. That's really, really good. I wholeheartedly approve of that. Yeah, that works very well in terms of, like, articulation and flex. This thing works. It knows what's up. It really does know what's up. Let's try it again. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. It can totally crawl. It might not be a buggy, like I said before, but it can totally crawl its way through the woods, and I think it's an awesome vehicle that everybody needs to get their hands on. But this thing is actually on the Steam Workshop if you guys want to check it out. I would definitely recommend it because the mod maker did an absolutely awesome job with this, and hope you guys did enjoy this mod test and review. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what y'all thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.